I would like to shout out Gamer G for sending me this story that is coming out of Chesterfield, Illinois. And this is just more degeneracy that comes out of some of these police departments. This man's name is Donny Lewis Dixon. He's 40 years old and he's a former Chesterfield sheriff's captain. And he was charged with a felony of distributing, child delinquency, or as people will say, child pornography. He distributed this, like he downloaded it and he sold it, like it was crack. He was found out. They, were getting ready to send him to jail. Keywords: getting ready to send him to jail. First off, he was only going to be sentenced to 12 months in jail. That was not even long enough. He already got the slap on the wrist from that. But guess what they decided to do? They decided to suspend all 12 months he was going to serve. And he took a plea deal to get a lesser charge and got hit with a misdemeanor. Guess what he is getting? They said he was sentenced to 12 months, but all the time was suspended as long as he abides by a series of conditions, including that he have no unsupervised contact with minors he is not related to, and that he complete a therapy and treatment sessions. Let's start with the part where it says that he has no contact with minors that he is not related to. His ass don't need to be around minors, period. I don't give a damn if they are in his direct bloodline. This guy downloaded and sold child pornography. It's bad enough that they were only going to give his ass 12 months in jail, which is a joke. But they suspended all of that and said, don't go around minors that are not related to you and take these therapy sessions. It is black men in jail right now for just a little bit of fucking weed. Nothing that can harm anyone else but themselves if they lace it with something that got years behind bars for a little bit of weed. But this guy downloaded child pornography and was selling it. And all he got was a suspended 12-month sentence and a therapy session or two. And to say that he cannot be around minors that he's not related to, he does not need to be around any child. His ass needs to be in fucking jail, but it doesn't surprise me because he had two things on his side. Him being white and him being a former police chief. That's what he had on his side. And you know what blows my fucking mind? Is they are allowed to get these goddamn plea deals that allows them to get lesser charges. Black people are not ever allowed to get anything like that. If we have to take a plea deal, it's usually we gotta give up a good amount of years for a little bit less amount of years, and it's not even off by that much. An example of what I'm talking about is if, say, a black person got convicted of something, or they took a plea deal, and the original sentence was going to be, say, 30 years. They took a plea deal to a lesser charge. They might get a 5-year reduction to 25 years. That's still a lot of time. But if it's them and they do the same damn crime, and they are supposed to get 30 years, oh, we'll give you a plea deal and we'll knock it down to 1 year. Give you 6 months if it's on good behavior. Look at what happened with Brock Turner. His ass was supposed to go to jail for, I think, 3 years. It got reduced down to 6 months, and then they reduced it down again to 3. And he actually raped someone who was intoxicated behind a dumpster. And it's a host of other stories that come out. This is exactly why their jail rate is so low. Because they always let them off the fucking hook. They treat them with so much kid gloves, it's not even funny. Like, imagine what the parents had to feel about if they found out their child was one of the ones on these videos that he was distributing. Imagine what's going through their mind knowing that they literally let a fucking pedophile, because that's basically what he is, right back out onto the street. This guy can literally go home and live in the rest of his life. He is literally, he's not under house arrest. Like, they said that you can't be around any minor unsupervised that you don't know. So that means if he's around family who is in his direct bloodline who is a minor, he's good. He doesn't need to be supervised. I know I shouldn't be so upset about something like this because it shouldn't be surprising or whatnot, but it pisses me the fuck off when you see stuff like this and you have those outsiders who try to invade and try to tell you about what we need to do, and they not doing what the fuck they need to do. All up in our goddamn business all the time. While they got individuals like this running around. And you got to look over your shoulder because you never know. Someone like him could be around. And also, he's not even going to have to register as a sex offender. That makes it even scarier. That means he's not in any database. So that means if you can't make a good making of his face or memorize his image, you could walk past him on the street and you would never know he did what he did. Because I'm telling you, they're going to try to bury this. I bet you if you probably look at this from a year from now, you probably won't find anything on this guy. Or you might forget about him altogether because it's going to be something else that's going to come out. But all I'm going to say is this. Y'all see his face. If y'all see him, just get far the fuck away from him. That's all I have to say about this. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.